Hello, my friends. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I am jumping on because I want to share some of my newish favorite skincare products, and it is a brand that I did not know a lot about. They gifted me some product through ShopMy. So in full disclosure, these products were all gifted. I probably share maybe a little over half of what I'm gifted. If I don't like something enough to buy it myself, I don't share it. These are products I absolutely think are fabulous and would definitely buy myself. So as you can see, I have just had microneedling. I had it done Tuesday. This is Friday, so you can see I'm in the healing phase, but I firmly believe and I practice micro injuries. I'm almost 60. I turned 60 November 27th, and I have been for years doing things that exfoliate and that cause micro injuries, because the older you get, the harder you have to work to keep younger looking skin and to keep the collagen moving. Microneedling is one of those wonderful ways. So that's why I have all of these little places on my forehead. Now, microneedling I do in a spa with someone that I absolutely love. She's here in Birmingham. She does the highest setting because I've been doing it for so long. You can go sensitive skin. There are various settings on the device. I go the highest, and I do get a little bit of blood, and she actually keeps the blood. We don't wipe it off, because if you know anything about platelet-rich plasma, in some spas, they will take your blood, they'll spin it down, and then put the plasma on your face because the platelets help with healing. When we do microneedling, my particular esthetician, there is some blood, not a lot, but we leave it on. I leave it actually on until the next day. And then we put hyaluronic acid, and I stay out of the sun because there's no sunscreen 24 hours after you've made those micro injuries, micro tears. That is something that I promise you, if you're a woman in midlife, if you want to get good results over time that you can maintain as far as your skin texture and tone, I highly recommend microneedling. Good microneedling. They're not all the same. You need to find a good esthetician who knows how to do it, does it well, and uses the correct products. So what I want to show you today, it's not microneedling, but it is a very effective DIY at-home way to disrupt the skin, help stimulate collagen, and open up tiny, tiny portions of your skin where your product will absorb better. Dermarolling. So I've shared this particular dermaroller before. It's my favorite. It's BeautyBio, and that's the brand that I have fallen in love with. And I want to tell you about three or four products that I would absolutely recommend and absolutely buy myself had these not been gifted. I've used several of these over the years. You can get derma rollers, and you can see they have tiny little needles, and you can get different sizes. I stick with one size. I'm not sure what the dimensions or the length of the needles on the BeautyBio. I don't know, but I know that they are one of the forefront leaders in this space. If you press hard enough, this is plenty for me, and I do a lot. So what you have here with the BeautyBio, you've got 2 batteries, and you might say, why do you need batteries? And I've never had batteries before with any of my derma rollers until BeautyBio, but you have them because you have some vibration as well as this red light. I'm a firm believer in red light therapy. Now, I do red light therapy. I have a infrared sauna that has red light panels. I have a red light therapy panel, and I'll link to all of everything I'm mentioning. I use those faithfully. I also have and I'm gonna pull it out, Current Body Skin red light mask. 10 minutes a day. Do this 3 to 4 times a week. So I believe in red light. But I'm going to get red light because I believe in it so much. I'm going to get red light in other sources. And the amount of time that you're using this, I would say this would not be the only red light that I want, but my goodness, you're getting red light while you are causing little micro injuries in your skin. So I think that's gotta be a double whammy. And then you've got vibration, and you just do passes. And I've done a previous YouTube on how I do this, so I will make sure to link to that one below, but I'm just going to revisit that BeautyBio has my favorite Dermaroller. I like to do this once a week. I feel like that's sufficient because I do keep my skincare regimen full of things that exfoliate, and I do exfoliating scrubs, disrupting and exfoliating. That is what I do. Okay, so this is the BeautyBio Dermaroller. Glow Facial Concentrate. It is firming collagen and smoothing peptide solution, and it has plumping, hydrating hyaluronic acid. Absolutely yes to hyaluronic acid, and youth boosting proteins. What you do is you pour the Glow Facial Concentrate into the chamber. You have the chamber, you pour your concentrate into the chamber, you put your needles back, so you're getting red light and you're getting this solution. With the solution, the vibration, and the red light, this is definitely the best at-home Dermarolling that I've ever seen. I've never seen all of these things in one product. When I came home Tuesday, I was really, I had some blood. I didn't wash my face. I had a little hyaluronic acid. I was supposed to put the hyaluronic acid several times a day for 24 hours before using anything else. Tucker, my dog, he broke my bottle of hyaluronic acid because it was sitting beside some dog treats that were in the sink behind the bottle. So he broke it. So I couldn't get back to my esthetician until the next day, and you get very dry after you do microneedling. So I had not even opened this. Some of these products were just like a week at my house being delivered, but I saw this and I picked it up, BeautyBio the Quench Face Cream, and it says Rapid Recovery Cream with Barrier Restoring Ceramides, and I thought, oh, this may be something good. And it said on the box, post-treatment, meaning like a facial or a spa treatment, hydration. So I put this on, and let me tell you, look how much I've used. And I just opened this Tuesday. It's fantastic. I believe it has hyaluronic acid, peptides. My skin drank it up. So if you get procedures, or if you're gonna do at-home dermarolling, which is why I'm sure they made this, because you're creating micro injuries, so they want you to have something to apply to nourish your skin and provide that what's needed for the skin microbiome. So love this cream. This is something that I'm going to be using every day. I would not use this. I'm gonna start it tomorrow. You don't wanna use glycolic acid at least probably 48 hours after you do like a treatment that has caused micro injuries, but tomorrow I'm going to start using this. I have several brands of glycolic pads, but these are maltic acid resurfacing facial pads with pro strength AHA, BHA, PHA, and clarifying niacinamide. These have chemical exfoliators. Like when you get a chemical peel, you can get a mild, you can get a medium, you can get a strong. So these pads are something that you would use them daily. And actually the instructions, swipe one pad across face, neck, and chest on clean skin in the AM or PM before skincare. So this is and see the pads, and they've got all of the exfoliants on them. Totally believe in chemical exfoliants, salicylic acids, fruit acids. Used daily, even though they're mild, they are going to help exfoliate, take away those dead skin cells and keep everything moving. So great other product from BeautyBio. I love anything tinted and I love anything bronzing. So I ordered both of these. These are 46 SPF, which is fantastic. Anything 40 or over is great. These are bronzing blend drops, and these are illuminating, and I like both of them, and I've been using both of them. So it's a broad spectrum SPF, which is gonna protect our skin. We have to use an SPF every day. And it's oil control, and they're priming drops, so you can either add these to your foundation. I always put put it on first. Then I might add to my foundation as well. But I like to make sure, since it is SPF, if I'm not using another one along with it, I always do it with my hands to make sure there's full coverage. They do triple duty. Their primer, their sunscreen, and this is a bronzer, and this is an illuminator. They both have color correcting cannot pronounce it, complex. So they color correct. So first I'm going to, and I don't have makeup on, y'all, and I don't know where my headband is. Here's the headband. So let's see what these drops look like. So we're gonna do the bronzing first. So there we go. I love products that do more than one thing. That's the illuminating. I used both of these yesterday and I put the tops back on wrong. There's the bronzing and then there's the illuminating. So let's do the bronzing first. So I'm gonna do this down here. So this is sunscreen. Good catch. Okay, sunscreen and a good primer. Just gonna put it on with my brush and a bronzer. And guys, as you can see, anything that gives me a glow is much appreciated. Look at this. This looks like I've been in the self-tanner. Love it. Okay, I love this. It feels just like a silky liquid. This does not feel like sunscreen, but it is SPF 47, 46. So I'm gonna let this dry and then we'll see what the illuminizer looks like. This company I'm extremely impressed with. I am finding out the more I'm in this influencer space where I'm getting products to try, I have found that there are some that are really, really good. And then there are some, they are all about it's clean packaging. There's no waste. There's nothing to the planet. I mean, I'm fine with that. But when I'm looking at what I want in skincare, I'm not as concerned about how they make their packaging. I'm concerned about what is going on and into my skin. BeautyBio is definitely on the cutting edge, and I really, really like this product, and I think you will like it too. So I'm just going to apply this with my hands. So primer, of course, is something you put on under your foundation. Now I like this. I think they had other options, but I chose illuminating because I like illuminating products because I like a dewy look. I'm extremely impressed with the fact that now I've got color, I've got a little glow. I legit could go out like this and run errands. Okay, so those are my BeautyBio picks that I use now and would recommend. And as always, I'm so glad that you are here. If you like my content, I do hope you will follow, and I will keep the content coming. And as always, until next time, be blessed and stay savvy.